I'm Samir, Crust Community Manager, and I'm more than excited to share what has Crust been up to this past month. As usual, we will first go over some technical developments, moving on with some ecosystem updates, and wrap it up with community events. And after that, we will be proceeding with the Q&A, which we had on our Zillion. So first, in our technical development updates is the Crust mainnet transaction fee reset. So Crust has successfully executed a reset of the transaction fees. And the team thought that with this strategic adjustment that is designed to optimize the economic model of the decentralized storage market would lower the barrier of entry for users as well as enhance the overall network experience. And the new fee structure more accurately reflects resource utilization costs as well as layering a stronger foundation for a sustainable and robust storage economy. And the team is always looking forward to keeping up with how the current centralized storage market should go. That is why you can see these transaction fee resets. So it is good both for the, as mentioned, the network experience as well as the barrier for new entry users who are just deciding to join and are not overwhelmed with the previous ones. Moving on, we have the Crust parachain runtime upgrade for governance. Our parachain has undergone a successful runtime upgrade, thus introducing key refinements to its governance mechanism. These adjustments optimize on-chain decision-making processes as well as voting parameters, and that would lead to more agile and efficient community governance. This enhancement empowers the community to steer the network's future development more effectively. And I'm a really fan of this, that we are constantly looking to improve the runtime for the governance. As you all know, we are heavily looking at these community governance efficiencies and always striving to make it the community first, so that you as well as the whole community get the chance to be as connected with the Crust team as possible and being there for the Crust network's future development. On another note, we have the Crust parachain support for Polkadot unified address format. The Crust parachain now fully supports the Polkadot ecosystem's unified address format. This integration will significantly improve interoperability and will eliminate technical barriers for both users and developers when they are interacting with other projects across the Polkadot network. And that marks a huge, major step forward in providing a seamless and unified cross-chain experience. As you know, we can be called day ones in the Polkadot ecosystem, and we are striving to keep providing those solutions for our community as well as the whole ecosystem of Polkadot's community. And we are heavily excited that we are able to bridge this gap between having the both users and developers so they can interact with all of the different projects within this huge ecosystem that Polkadot is. And lastly, we have an update on Crust Shadow, which is the core time renewal. Crust Shadow has secured its future operation through a successful core time renewal. This renewal guarantees our continued access to a parachain slot, ensuring the network's long-term stability, security, and performance. It underscores Crust's commitment to providing a reliable and foundational infrastructure for all applications and services built on top of Crust Shadow. And yes, we are still and will be still moving forward, heavily invested in Crust Shadow. As much as people think that it's forgotten or like we're not paying attention, that the team and everyone is still active with Crust Shadow as well. So yeah, you can be expecting updates from it as well. We have some ecosystem updates, and probably the biggest one is, and not probably, it's exactly the biggest one is Asia Strategy announcing $1 million strategic investment in Crust network to accelerate decentralized storage, AI, infrastructure, and data sovereignty. This is a huge investment, and that would cover all sorts, all of the realms which Crust offers, whether it's through the, as mentioned, decentralized storage, the AI infrastructures, going over to the community, the node operators, and everyone. This investment is pretty huge one. We are super excited, and I believe throughout this month we will constantly be pushing updates on how we are progressing with this. So yeah, you can definitely stay tuned because yeah, something pretty big is coming, and we are super excited to share with you everything about it. Moving on, we'd also like to congratulate Subquery on reaching the 300 supported networks. We are proud to have been an early supporter in their ecosystem. And yes, with Subquery, we've partnered for so long since their beginning. We've been their partners, and we are so happy to be partnering with a project like that. And yeah, we are always liking to pushing each other up because yeah, as we know, it's not a competition. We are looking to upbring each other. So we are super happy for them reaching their big milestone of whole 300 supported networks. Crust is also now on the base service hub and offering builders 1,000 Crust in free storage credits to kickstart their decentralized storage journey. And you can see in the base service hub docs, when you can click on it, you will be directly redirected to a list of projects who are on the base service hub. And what are they offering? They're going through alphabetical order. So yeah, it's almost at the top where you can see Crust Network. You can see what the project is offering and like what is it about, storage. And you can see also some the form which you would need to fill, as well as what you can get after you request for it. And we are super excited to expand the outreach and see the communities join and use the product, and for us to help them as much as we can. And lastly, on the ecosystem updates, we'd like to welcome Pawns to join the Crust ecosystem. We will provide seamless access to decentralized storage for AI training. As we probably mentioned throughout almost every community call, as well as some technical space which we're going over, we are really interested in exploring this AI, decentralized storage for AI. We believe that is a huge niche which would require a lot of attention. And yeah, we are definitely keeping our eyes out for that. Some community updates. Crust has joined the incredible RWA Night in Singapore, token 2049, which was hosted by the RWA Global Investment Banking Alliance. We were super happy to attend this event, and there were, I believe, people from like around 50 projects. It was all projects within the RWA Deepin ecosystem, so it was a very valuable meetings, and we got the chance to meet so many new cool projects and connect with them. We've also issued a statement on the Intel SGX research. Crust will transition to ZK-proof technology to mitigate the SGX-related risks and ensure the security of the user assets and stored files. And for anyone who would like to go over this deeper, we have issued as well an article which is posted on our Medium. You can see the Crust Network security announcement. You can go over it. It's pretty detailed and it covers all the topics around the statement. Another update around the community calls. This was the previous call. So as you can see, like, yeah, we post posters, but we've also moved on to posting the community calls on YouTube. So if for some reason you are like either busy, you have other work, you can't catch up this community call, just know the community call usually, I believe it's either tomorrow or on Monday. The call goes live on YouTube as well, so you can rewatch it there as well. And lastly, on the community sites, the ETH Shanghai vibes were definitely electric. Shanghai is alive with crypto energy this week, and we were on the ground catching all the action and connecting with the incredible community here. And definitely from what I understood from the team that was on the site in Shanghai, the people were super excited. They're really interested in those hackathons. The TH Shanghai 2025 is quite a big event. It spans throughout a whole weekend. I believe it's 4 days. So many projects and so many people oriented towards that, and the crypto and the AI and the future were there, and we were so happy to get the chance to meet all of them. And that wraps up our agenda from the community call, and we would be moving forward to a couple of the Q&A questions which we've set up yesterday. The first one covers the Intel SGX vulnerability. I will go over it briefly again. The statement is published in an article on the Medium webpage, but yeah, we can proceed with going over that question first. And the question goes, the Intel SGX vulnerability response and the planned Crust Plus ZK upgrade sounds like a proactive leap. Sounds like a proactive leap towards unbreakable trust in decentralized storage. What specific milestones or timelines can we expect for the ZK integration rollout, and how might it impact storage costs for AI DApps developers? So at Crust Network, we are fully committed to addressing any kind of potential security vulnerabilities while embracing like the latest technologies to build a more secure, scalable, as well as trustless decentralized storage solution. So the Crust Plus ZK upgrade represents a significant leap forward in our strategy. And at first, we will be starting with the brand upgrade. The ZK technology upgrade will come in a bit later. What would be the impact on storage costs for the AI DApp developers is, at first and foremost, the reduced cost. So the ZKPs replace the Intel SGX-based TEs, which are hardware dependent with cryptographic proofs that do not require specialized hardware. So this would dramatically reduce the cost for node operators, and that would be reflected in the reduced fees for the app developers. There's also the increased scalability, as the ZK proofs are lightweight and they're very fast to verify. The network can handle more transactions and larger data sets, and that would lower the overall cost per transactions as well as the storage operation. And lastly, there's also the enhanced privacy and security. Developers that are building AI DApps will benefit from more secure data storage, that is with cryptographic proofs and ensuring that the data integrity is there without revealing any sensitive information, as well as keeping the costs aligned with the enhanced privacy standards. And all in all, by integrating the ZKPs, we aim to reduce the storage overheads as well as makes the decentralized storage more affordable and accessible for the AI developers and the Web3 applications. Moving on, we have the second question, which is, with the recent transaction fee reset and governance upgrade outlined in your October report, how does Crust plan to measure user adoption and ecosystem growth over the next 6 months? And what are the key metrics the team will use to decide whether the new fee structure and governance models are successful? So yeah, the October transaction fee reset as well as the governance model upgrade do represent a pivotal moment in the Crust Network's roadmap that is designed to better align the ecosystem with the community needs, while at the same time ensuring the sustainability and scalability of the project. To track the effectiveness of these changes, we've put together a couple of specific success metrics which we would be looking at. And some of them are, at first, the user adoption rate. And we'll be looking at the active user growth. So like tracking the number of new active users on the Crust network with specific focus on the new DApp developers integrating Crust for decentralized storage. And we'll also be monitoring the volume of transactions and storage operations performed on the network to gauge the adoption and engagement. Another metric would be the ecosystem growth. We will be looking at the number of new partnerships. So we'll try to measure the number of those partnerships, especially with layer 2 solutions or DApp developers and blockchain infrastructure providers. And another key indicator will be the increase in storage capacity utilization as a demand from both the general users as well as the AI DApp developers grows. So we'll be looking at the storage demand growth. And a last key metric, which I can say, is the governance participation. So we'll be looking at the governance proposal engagement, tracking the number of the governance proposals submitted, voted on, and implemented in the ecosystem. And we'll also look at the voting participation. So high vote out turnout on the governance matters will indicate the increased trust and participation in Crust Network's decentralized decision-making process. And moving on, we have the third question being, how does Crust Network's incentive mechanism encourage users to contribute storage resources? So Crust incentive model combines the meaningful proof of work as well as the guaranteed proof of stake to reward real, verifiable storage instead of the speculative activity. Throughout our meaningful proof of work, the storage providers, called S-workers, continuously generate proof that confirm that they're actually holding on and genuinely holding on the user data, and only verified and active nodes receive the Crust token rewards. And the guaranteed proof of stake strengthens this by directly linking the staking power to the amount of and the reliability of the contributed storage. So the most committed nodes naturally earn more. And these designs ensure that the economic rewards always match real-world resource contribution, making the network more secure and efficient. Beyond that, the cross-chain, cross-token utility, governance participation, as well as open storage orders create a true decentralized marketplace where providing capacity is both profitable and impactful, not just about mining, but about actually powering the real Web3 data. And lastly, we have, how will Crust Network integrate zero-knowledge proofs into the meaningful proof of work to improve scalability and security? So yeah, basically Crust is advancing its storage verification mechanism by integrating the ZKPs into the existing meaningful proof of work design. Right now, the meaningful proof of work uses the trusted execution environments for short, TEs, like the Intel SGX, to verify that the nodes are securing the data correctly and storing it, while highly secure TEs introduce the hardware dependency and limit the scalability. And by embedding the ZKPs, Crust will make this process entirely cryptographic and hardware independent. Nodes will produce mathematical proofs that confirm the data integrity without revealing any of the data on or like relying on specific chips. And yeah, again, this update significantly improves the scalability since the proofs become lightweight and fast to verify, as mentioned, and also enhance the security and privacy because no data ever leaves the node, and that increases decentralization, like the whole point of everything, decentralization. As anyone with computing power can join without needing specialized hardware, so lowering the entry-level barriers as well. And in short, it turns Crust meaningful proof of work into a trustless and globally scalable verification layer for decentralized storage. And that wraps up the Q&A section from the community call. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today and for sticking around till the end. We are planning a couple more exciting community activities, which we would be sharing them ASAP in the chats. Thank you all for joining us today, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Have a good rest of your day and weekend. Bye-bye.